Welcome back to another Hell Let Loose video. Today we're diving into the latest dev brief number 202, and it's packed with updates, experiments, and changes that are going to shape the future of the game here. But first, a big shout out to Team 17 and the Hell Let Loose community. The recent VE Day 80th anniversary stream event was a success. It was cool seeing all the stories and interviews, and especially the donations to charity that happened. So big shout out to Ben for putting that together and everyone who donated. That was really cool. But let's get into the dev brief itself. Right off the bat, the dev team admits that communication has been quiet lately, and that will be changing. From now on, we can expect more frequent updates, and not just around big patches or PTEs, but sneak peeks into what is brewing behind the scenes. And with that said, PTEs are coming back in force. We're talking multiple upcoming tests featuring not only future content, but experimental ideas that the devs want community feedback on. So make sure to keep your eyes open for more dev briefs in the future containing the exact date of these PTEs. Remember the objective mode announced in 2023? Well, that will be making a return in the next round of PTEs, with 3 maps currently announced: El Alamein, Bipod Battery, and Danzig Post Office. All 3 of these maps will have an objective that one team has to destroy. You'll notice in these screenshots in El Alamein, you'll see the planes marked, and you'll see an objective up there saying defend the planes. In Bipod Battery, you'll see the guns with an objective saying destroy the guns. The Danzig Post Office map seems to be a little more unique here, whereas you have to blow up some generators and then move into a capture phase. And I can't really go into too much detail because I am NDA'd to death on it, but I do think players are going to enjoy this mode. Hell Let Loose and having a win condition that is not just simply go stand in this area of the map really adds a dynamic to this game that it's been missing. And I think a lot of people are going to have fun playing this. So I'm really excited for everyone to try this out in the next PTE, because the devs do want to know, do these modes belong in Hell Let Loose? Should they evolve into standalone experiences or be adapted into existing maps? They're looking for your feedback to help decide. Next up, we have the Stalingrad map refresh, and Stalingrad is getting a serious facelift. The level design team is reworking HQ spawner positions to improve balance and have added pre-placed covers so you're not dying the second you spawn in. I feel like this is the best idea to counter spawn camping. I mean, spawn camping is just a part of Hell Let Loose. That's how it goes. I don't think there should be HQ lockout zones or anything like that. But anything you can do to protect players from range spawn camping, I think helps the situation. So if this works out, I would love to see this on other maps. We're also getting reworked capture points like the train station and carriage depot, with better cover, new routes, and stronger point identities. This is great because my biggest gripe about Stalingrad was always about the middle points and the fact that they feel the exact same. It's always just been train cars, train cars, train cars. And since the middle point of any map in Hell Let Loose is arguably the most important point, it is crucial for these points to feel different on each map and to be a lot more fun to play and a little more unique. And the screenshots here where we see the work in progress, we can see whole buildings, piles of rubble, a lot more train cars and different formations and destruction phases being added to this map. So I'm really hopeful that this map is going to play a lot differently every time you get a different middle point on it. But I think everyone can agree we're hoping that this map performs better after this refresh. The art team is pulling their weight here, optimizing assets, reducing material complexity, and fixing collision issues, hopefully all to improve performance without sacrificing detail. So again, hopefully when this map hits, it is no longer Stuttergrad, it is actually a Stalingrad that we want to play. Next up in this dev brief, we get our first look at the medic rework and the gameplay changes that are coming along with it. The devs are doing their best to make the medic role more fun and more rewarding and less frustrating to play. With that in mind, here is what's changing. Revive speed is being cut down from 2.4 seconds to 2 seconds. Soviets are being brought in line down from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. With that, medics will now revive players at full health. XP for revives is more than doubling from 30 to 75 points. And bandage speeds, whether it's to yourself playing as a medic or to teammate, are now faster across the board. And here's my hot take that probably a lot of people are gonna disagree with. Medic is hardly ever useful in this game. It's not completely unuseful, but most of the time you're better off just respawning in this game. There's no ticket system. You will get fresh ammo. Usually you're in a bad position if you died in the first place. So at the end of the day, does this rework make the medic role crucial and part of the meta? In my opinion, it does not. Does it make it better? Absolutely. So I know it's early days and we're just seeing this dev brief here, but I don't think this is going to blow open the whole game and make medic a crucial part of it. I think if you want to play medic, your life's about to get a little easier. If you don't want to play medic or you don't have anyone play medic, I don't think much is going to change in this game. Next up in the dev brief, we get something that I know a lot of people are excited about, and that is the Bipod Rework. This is a big one for all you machine gunners out there with the system being overhauled. And the new Bipod system will use object detection instead of hard-coded limits, allowing smoother, more realistic deployment. Pitch angles will now adjust properly to surface height. Crouch and standing use will have the same deployment logic. And in prone, you've got a full 360 range of motion. I don't play machine gun much when I do infantry in this game, but I do know the bipod system has been more than frustrating over the years in this game. It's never worked as good as it could, especially when you're comparing to other modern titles. Hell Let Loose has been just a little bit behind the curve on that. Hopefully this will give the machine gunners some love that they've been deserving over the years. And lastly, we have one small but highly requested change, and that is Postgame Voipe. This means squad and leadership channels will now stay live during the post-match flow. This means you can debrief, plan for the next match, laugh, talk shit to each other. Yes, totally nothing toxic will ever be said here, and this will always go smoothly. I think admins are gonna have a field day with this one on servers. There's a clip here showing of how it works, and it's exactly how you think it would. It's just a squad kind of chatting back and forth saying good game.
He's a hitch, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, man, GG's. Let's join a tank squad next time, yeah?
Yeah, sounds good, sounds good. GG's, Commander. Well played.
Yeah, GG, well played.
And I will say it is really frustrating when I've been playing with squad chat and it just gets cut off at the end of the match abruptly. Sometimes you're not paying attention to the timer or when the game's exactly ending, and you just wanted to say some final words to whoever it is you're talking to. So small but welcome change here. And that's it for this dev brief. I will say this is the most news we've gotten since the roadmap announcement, and probably one of the best dev briefs in general that we've gotten in months. This reminds me of the old days of Hell Let Loose when we get these things almost weekly. So hopefully this is just the beginning, and the devs are committing to regular updates, deeper transparency, and getting more community input through the development process. But as always, please drop your thoughts in the comments, whether you like this, do you not like it, or any ideas you may have. I'm always curious to read it. I know Team 17 reads it out there, so let's hear what you got. But that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything you do. See you dudes on the front line.